Hello and welcome to the Natural Ways channel where we go over DIY projects where progressively we're just going to fix up this rental home that I am working on. And the issue that we're covering today is this patch here on the master bedroom ceiling where there has been a water leak and it has stained the ceiling. And there's also a lot of dust, as you can see, accumulating on the ceiling. So quickly, we'll go over what you need, and it's a very simple and easy fix. To get rid of the dust and dander, you can just vacuum it. All you have to do is take a vacuum suction, reach up top, get a ladder if you need, like me, I'm short, and you would just vacuum that gray and black stuff that you see there around the stain. Um, just be gentle when you're rubbing across the ceiling if you have a popcorn ceiling, so that you don't, obviously take some of the popcorn off of the ceiling. So yeah, that's how you fix that piece. It's very quick and easy. It doesn't require me to show you that. It's literally you just taking a vacuum and taking a suction and vacuuming it like you would your floor. But for the stain, the water stain that we have here, we're going to go over what you need. These things are available on Amazon or at your local supermarket, such as Walmart and whatnot. And it's very simple and easy, and most of the stuff comes ready to use. Okay, so first we have our popcorn ceiling patch. So you're going to be using this for the bulk of the project. This is going to be what you use in that centerpiece where the actual ceiling is missing. And this stuff, it really works great. Don't be concerned about the color of it. It actually dries up to be pretty much matching up to your ceiling. It goes on maybe like a brownish color, but then it ultimately dries up white, which is what you want. And to apply this popcorn ceiling patch, you're going to use one of these brushes. I started with the extremely small brush, which I only did that to kind of get a feel for the consistency of the ceiling patch. But you can start with one of the bigger brushes if you feel confident. I just didn't want to have a whole lot falling onto my tarp because I want to save them. Which brings me to my next point that you want to put down tarps on your furniture and you want to cover up your wall. I wasn't concerned about my wall because I'm going to be painting it, so I wasn't concerned about covering it up and making sure that nothing got on it because I'm going to paint it. But if you want to make sure that it doesn't get on the wall, make sure you put some painter's tape and a tarp on your wall as well, or some kind of covering to make sure that you don't get it on there. And to help with the coloration around this actual patch, the stains, I also use this cover up spray can. Please watch this entire video before you use it because this spray can, it actually paints on extremely white. And it's kind of, it doesn't match the ceiling itself. It's extremely white. So I would recommend to only use the spray can in the middle where the ceiling portion is actually missing. Spray it on there first and then put your popcorn ceiling patch on there, and then it should be much better. So any portion that you have a stain on, I would recommend to go ahead and use the popcorn ceiling patch, even if there's no ceiling missing there, or you can just scrape off that piece of the ceiling. If it's a small area, don't go scraping off your entire ceiling because you will be able to tell that this is a patch at the end of the day. Now, when I ultimately finish this entire house, I will be painting over everything. So me having a wider portion of the ceiling or a piece that looks to be off a bit, I wasn't too concerned with it because I'm going to be doing a lot of renovations for this house. So just a note, if you want to make sure that you have the most professional, I guess, looking ceiling, go ahead and just use mostly the popcorn ceiling patch and not this spray can. But it's great if you have like a small area that needs to be done. Okay, it is next day and I am finally going to paint this little piece over here. There's several spots all over this house that have the same type of issue, but hopefully this will rectify it. So this box again is to shield any of the extra debris that comes out the side. I hear that's bad. or at least it's a lot that comes out at one time. You should do this in a ventilated area. I am going to open these windows before I get started, and also put on some gloves. And you should also wear some safety goggles just in case something gets in your eye. So I'm just going to spray it like this. Okay, so I finished the rest of my home that also needed the stains to be painted, and I can barely tell where it is right now. Look at that. So I'm going to start by using this and the sealing patch. That other brush is entirely too big, and I think this will be used towards the end actually. So, just taking the top off. Ooh, this side is thick. Like me. Okay, Okay, so here you have the results immediately after I've put on the popcorn sealing patch. And then next we have, after a couple hours, it's already starting to blend in. And you can barely see where it is, but you can also see where it's extremely white from that spray can, and that's what I was talking about. It's just like flat white. It doesn't match much at all. But again, a few more hours later on, it's starting to match up a lot better. But again, you will be able to tell it's a patch. And then in the top right corner, that is the end result. So the popcorn patch sealing, it matches the most with the rest of the sealing, as you can see. So I, again, would recommend that you just go ahead and use mostly that and kind of scrape off if you're comfortable with that, if you feel it's necessary for what you need to fix. Scrape off the surrounding areas that are actually stained and just put on the patch rather than use a spray can. But that spray can actually worked great for the center of what I needed to patch, and I actually went ahead and put on a second coat. So this is 2 coats of the popcorn sealing after it dried up for a little while. So yeah, this is the end result, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and there will be more projects to come. Thank you.